I'm Betty. Welcome to my kitchen. Anytime you're cooking, but especially baking, it's really important to have a mise en place. Mise en place, of course, is French for everything in its place. And not only do you want to make sure you have all the ingredients you'll need, you want to have everything at hand so that you don't have to wait for a crucial step to occur. So for what we're going to make today, I've got 6 tablespoons of butter and 3/4 of a cup of water and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in my pot. I've got 3/4 of a cup of flour and 3 eggs. And for my finished product, I've got my pastry bags ready, I've got my bowl, and my mixer set to go. I should have added that I also have my cookie sheets ready, 2 cookie sheets lined with parchment paper. And what is all of this going to create? Essentially, cream puffs, but not just any ordinary cream puffs. These are going to be cream puff swans, and I'm making them for dessert for a good friend's birthday luncheon tomorrow. So here we go. For the first step, I want to let the butter, water, and salt mixture come to a boil. All right, my mixture has come to a boil, and what I'm going to do is just dump in this flour all at once and start stirring with my wooden spoon. And this will fairly quickly form a dough. Cook this until you'll see it comes away. And I'm going to lower the heat a little bit and cook this for just about 30 seconds. And I think that, if I've counted correctly, is 30 seconds. Now I'm going to let it cool for just a minute or two and proceed with the recipe. I find it easier when I'm using a mixer to do it in the sink. It's easier on my arm rather having the bowl up here. It just works for me, which is why I always do try to keep my sink very, very clean. So with my mixer turned off high, I'll stop there for just a second. I'm going to add these eggs one at a time, beating each time until the egg is incorporated. That all comes together in a nice dough. Getting really stiff. So we kind of know we're there. Let's pop these off. And with my spatula, and there we go. Just make sure that's all mixed. A nice smooth dough. So as I said, I have my pastry bags ready. I've got them folded down about halfway because it makes it easier to fill them that way. And I'm going to put a small amount of this dough into the smaller bag because our swans are baked in 2 parts. The body, of course, and the neck. We'll just get this ready. All of this scooped in here. And this should make about a half dozen good-sized swans. I've been making these for years, but my biggest experience was when a dear friend, in fact, who was a real cooking mentor of mine, Tani Cho, who unfortunately has since passed away, her daughter was giving a piano recital. And Tani asked me if I would make cream puff swans for the reception afterwards. And of course I said yes, not knowing I had to make 300 of them. but we did get it done. All right, so now I'm going to get my cookie sheet. And first, I'll pipe out the bodies. So what I really want is, of course, fat part at the top, and it's going to taper down to the tail. Of course, you can make these any size you want. I'll vary these a little bit. Just press on the bag to get the fullness at the top, and then taper it. Okay, now these are going to go into my oven, which I have preheated. Here we go. It's preheated to 425 degrees. And these are going to bake for 20 to 25 minutes. I always set my timer for the least amount of time so that I can check them. So now that I've got those done, I'm going to do the heads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom and give sort of, this is the tail piece that's going to go into the actual cream puff, and then pipe up, and that's going to be his head. See if I use two hands, get a little more control over this. And my head. Because the necks tend to be a little fragile, I like to usually pipe a few extra just in case. So these are going to go into the oven, and I'm going to check these in about 7 minutes. My swans have nicely browned, and I'm going to take them out and let them cool a little before proceeding. I took the heads out a few minutes earlier. Just let them cook until they're nicely browned. So to finish off my cream puff swans, I'm going to prepare a filling. And what I'm going to make uses half a cup of heavy cream and half a cup of lemon curd. First, I'll whip the cream until it's stiff, give the lemon curd a stir to break it up, and then I'll fold them together. All right, so once that's thick enough to hold a good piece, there we go. Now I'll just stir this lemon curd a little bit, just to lighten that, and then I'll take it over here and fold it together. I'll just scoop the lightened curd into the cream. Fold until it's well mixed. This really is a delicious filling. You can, of course, just use plain whipped cream, but the curd adds a nice tang, just about there. Giving the curd a whisk like that really makes it so much easier to blend the two mixtures. And that looks good. So I'll set that aside. I did want to mention that to make the swan, I used a large serrated tip like that. This is an Atico number 8. I think that's still the number. This one is ancient, so they may have changed them, but that's what this one is. And this is just a plain tube that measures 1/4 inch across. So now to prepare my swans, I'll just gently cut this open. Now, as with any cream puff, Any slightly uncooked filling in the middle you want to remove. Just scrape that out a little bit. That's just the nature of cream puffs, and that's pretty good. And then I'm going to take my top and cut that in half. And take a generous spoonful of filling. And then we'll pop his head in and set his wings on the side. And there you have a cream puff swan. Enjoy. If you'd like to see more of my recipes, go to the website at bettys.kitchenfare.com. Oh!